Alright, welcome back, gamers, to some more of that route. I do want to go in here before we start and just briefly turn down the music a little bit. Because I do want you guys to be able to hear what I'm saying. I hope you also can hear the music though. So, in here we will say tutorial and start learning about the birds. The birds of a feather. Learn to play the Eyrie Dynasties. And I'm very excited for this. Like I said, I've only played the Makita Cat so far, so now we are about to learn how to play these guys. The proud Eyrie Dynasties wish to proclaim the glory of their once great aristocracy and retake the woodland from the Marquis. They score each turn by building and protecting roosts in the woodland. You begin with a roost and 6 warriors. Roosts are the Eyrie's only building type. They are used to craft cards from your hand, recruit warriors, and score victory points each turn. Kaka! We'll need a leader who can expand our avian empire. Let's select the despot, since he will allow us to build from turn 1. Right. Because you have these 4 different ones you can choose. Everyone, I suppose, will have their own playstyle. Most importantly, though, is the... I guess not most important. Maybe it's super important, I think. Is that they determine your starting actions. Like they set up here. This guy can move and build from the beginning of the game. And this guy had to move and battle and recruit. Move and recruit, so on and so forth. The despot with move and build, that does seem good to me, and then they also have a special rule. I'm not going to read all of that aloud right now, we just want to do what the tutorial tells us. So we get the build and move decree for free. The Eyrie must follow the official decree each turn, and this is the whole thing for this faction. Kind of hard to grasp, but let's see if I finally understand. Each column of the decree is associated with a different action. Continue. Your leader determines the initial actions of your decree. In this case, we have move and build. Each turn, we must, very important, add 1 or 2 cards to the decree. Only 1 card added may be a bird card. Let's add a mouse card now. And this is really important because, as we've covered in the previous episode, the bird cards are jokers while the other ones are tied to specific clearings, right? So now we are adding a mouse card, and this means that we can now recruit, but only because we're adding a mouse faction card only in mouse clearings. Not mouse faction, but mouse clearings. As your decree grows, you can do more and more each turn. When you assign cards to your decree, only their suit applies. If you want to use a card's effect, you must save it for crafting phase. During birdsong, you may craft cards from your hand using roosts. Each roost contributes the suit of its clearing towards paying costs, much like the Marquis workshops. Your roosts in the mouse clearing will allow you to craft sappers. This card will come in handy if you are attacked. So Sarah says, in battle as a defender, may discard this to deal an extra hit. Alright, so you play that like this. Boom, boom. And it goes over here. During daylight, your decree is resolved from left to right. Recruit a warrior in a roost matching the suit of your decree assignment. Okay, so we always have to do them from left to right. Interesting. So daylight. Your decree is resolved from left to right. Recruit a warrior in a roost. So is this recruit? Yeah. So we have to recruit first. And since we started in mouse clearing, this is fine. So we click that here. Get that warrior. The bird assigned to a decree can be used in any clearing, right? So adding the joker, the bird signs / jokers, the wild cards, whatever you want to call them, to decrees makes them significantly better because they can be used in any clearings. So continue. Move 3 warriors to the fox clearing below. 3 warriors allow you to maximize the hit potential of your role in battle. That's a very fair point. So in here, come down there. Add 3. I think sometimes it would make sense to go for a little bit more so that if you lose some, you still have 3, but whatever. Move down. Because I think there's a fairly good chance that you would lose 1 warrior in here, right? Finally, we get to build our second roost. Yeah, so because we don't actually have to fight in here. We now have more warriors, or in this case, because we are are tied for presence, we also rule. We have enough warriors to rule the clearing, gaining our little flag down here. And when we rule the clearing, we can build in there even though there are enemy warriors. At the start of evening, you score victory points for your roosts. Select your avatar for more details, okay? The roost track shows our progress towards retaking the forest. The more roosts you have, the more victory points you score each turn. This would be indicated over here. Yeah. So just we start with it, we always have at least 1, I suppose. And then we will, when we build the second one, we gain 1 point. Oh, at the end of turn. So this is not necessarily when you build them, like with the Marquis the Cat, you get the points initially and then they just are built and that's all good and well. Here it's every turn, so we want to increase it in order to get that income of victory points up. Very interesting. Yeah, close. 2 roosts equals 1 victory point. Marquis the Cat's turn. These bird brains think they can retake the forest. Not on our prowl. They're building a recruiter. Recruiting. Okay. And marching. Alright. New day. New opportunity to add to our decree. Let's add a card to recruit, so we can get more warriors each turn. So they want me to add a fox card. Interesting, because we could choose both the mouse and the fox card. But I wonder if we could, now I'm just thinking out loud here, if we added the mouse card, could we recruit 2 in the same clearing? I actually don't know. But let's add the fox card, that's fine, because we have a fox clearing with a roost over here. Each turn, you may also assign a second card to your decree. Assign a mouse card to the battle column so we can fight the Marquis in mouse clearings. Okay, sure. Continue to daylight. So this is really... Here we see how they are snowballing. Now we're taking 5 actions per turn. Just like that, and it's going to continue to grow. Nothing to craft this turn. No matter, your disdain for trade limits your reward for crafting items to a single victory point. Trade, like many things, is quite literally beneath you. Of course, we are the superior birds. Choose a clearing to recruit warriors. So now I'm wondering if we take all the recruit actions or do 1, 1, 1, 1, and then do the final recruit. We are about to learn. So choose a clearing to recruit warriors. I'll go here. And then it wants me to continue recruiting. So we have to get rid of all the recruit actions first. Makes sense. Fair enough. Then we do all the moves, which is move 3 warriors, in this case, to the mouse clearing with your opponent's recruiter to set up battle. And that's important because we have a mouse battle card. So if we move to the bunny clearing, we wouldn't be able to use this action. So wisely, we are now moving over here. Going to what, 3? Yeah, and move. A foul smell hangs in the air. The Eyrie must be approaching. We skip the battle action because you do not have any cards assigned to the battle column of your decree. That's incorrect. I suppose this was supposed to be last turn. So here, fair to note that the PC version is actually fairly new to the game, to Steam. So that first bug I spotted, and it's not a major one, it's fine. Time to fight. Make those dirty dwellers tremble in the presence of your aerial warriors. So that's what we're doing here. We deal 2 and they get 1. But that means that their recruiter building survives. What a glorious battle. We must rule a clearing to place a roost there. Warriors and buildings in a clearing contribute to who rules it. The Eyrie always wins ties. What? That's incorrect. I think that's only because we have this specific leader. But whatever. So continue. Choose a clearing to build a roost. That'll be here. Sounds good to me. You draw an additional card during evening for every 3 roosts you have in play. Right? That would be in here. It's also shown here by draw rate. Now we're drawing 2 cards per turn. So continue. We have escalated our power, and we also gain an extra victory point per turn because we own 3 roosts. Then the Marquis has their turn. They use the field hospital to recover that warrior. And they're attacking us here. Oh no. Oh, select the Sabbath card you crafted to take out an additional enemy warrior. Good stuff. They still managed to destroy our roost, okay, but we killed all their warriors. Then we do lose the roost despite killing all warriors, okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel turmoil approaching, but you must add to the decree each turn, no matter what. Make an assignment now, just don't worry too much about where, okay. And this is important, this turmoil thing. This is the major crux of the nation, because it feels like they're growing every turn, but there's a big if. And I think they're going to be explaining that to us soon. So now they don't care where I add my stuff, okay. That seems weird, but I'll try my best to make a proper play, which would be to, I think, adding the fox icon to the move means we can move back down to this fox clearing. That doesn't sound too terrible. So let's add that in there and probably leave it at that, right? I don't know if we want to keep this royal claim. I think so. No cards to craft. Chris continue button. That's fine. Choose a clearing to recruit warriors, okay? Ah, I see the problem. See, we have a recruit thing here that we have to do, and we cannot do it because we don't own a fox clearing. Aha. So, we are about to enter turmoil. No clearings to recruit in that match the decree. Continue to enter turmoil. Dun dun dun. So what does turmoil do? I actually don't know. Continue. Squawk! We've fallen into turmoil because we couldn't perform all actions on our decree. Leader deposed. The Eyrie have entered turmoil. Could not recruit in a fox clearing. Continue. Those malevolent Marquis destroyed your only roost in a clearing, in a fox clearing last turn, leaving you with no fox clearings to recruit to. During turmoil, you discard all the cards in your decree and lose 1 victory point for each discarded card. You then select a new leader and proceed to evening. So, let me read that again. When we enter turmoil, as we just did, we discard the entire decree. And then we lose 1 victory point. We only had 3, and there were 6 cards down here. You then select a new leader and proceed to evening. So we lose... Can we go to negative? No, we can't go below 1 apparently. Okay. Interesting. So then we get a new leader. We cannot choose the same leader again. I want to minimize... No, okay. Choose a leader. You can get the builder. Ignore your disdain for trade when you craft. Okay. The charismatic dude says you place 2 warriors, not 1, each time you recruit. Damn. And commander, as attacker in battle, you deal an extra hit. Ooh. Battle and recruit. Battle and recruit is probably fine. Yeah, I like that. So, let's say charismatic. Avoiding turmoil requires careful placement of cards to your decree. Try to match suits to the clearings you plan on interacting with. So this is like the whole play from this faction here, which is really interesting. Bird cards may lose you VP during turmoil, but they offer flexibility that can help prevent it from happening. Or do we only lose Did we only lose victory points equal to bird cards? Is that what it said before? That's why we only lost 2 points. I see. I see. So we had 2 roosts. It ends the turn still, so we can't do more that turn. Definitely not a good one then, eh? But we're still in it. We're still playing. But obviously the whole play of the faction is to try to get all as many actions as you can through without entering turmoil. You look ready to take it from here. Destroy enemy buildings, craft cards, and build and protect roosts and to score 10 victory points and complete the scenario. Okay, 10, that seems easy enough. If you are having trouble deciding what card suits to assign to your decree, you can always minimize it and review the map. Very nice. Once you have a better idea of your board position, you can re-expand your decree and assign cards with more confidence. Alright. Let me see. So this is important, of course. Just to be reiterating, currently, we need to be able to recruit. Otherwise, we go into turmoil. We can do that because we have roosts, and this is a joker card. Then we need to be able to battle. If we cannot battle during the turn, we will enter turmoil. But right now, we already have a battle set up in here where we can select this roost and battle this recruiter. That would, I think, satisfy the decree this turn. So that's why I picked it. But we also probably want to, going forward, be able to move some characters out to do the battling, right? So I'll go for that. This one seems really good, the Royal Claim. So let's just build the arms, put the arms trader into move. Good. Goals, 10, yeah, good. Continue. You can only add 1 bird card, by the way, right? So anyway, we are, where do we want to recruit? We get 2 warriors for this, which seems really, really good. I think the forward one is probably the better choice. Then we are going to move. We could go for this clearing down here, but I think it's better to lock down a cat clearing. Right? If I go here and rule this clearing, now I kind of want to move 2 in just to see if I get to rule, like they said before, that the Eyrie always ruled in ties. I don't think that's the case. So let's just move 3, yes, as was initially intended. I actually wonder if the Marquis de Cat were to recruit during their turn, would they recruit where I rule? Did they recruit during their turn? I didn't see, so I don't know if we already spotted that. But I'll leave it alive just to try to discover that. So we are attacking over here instead. And since we are attacker, we get the big die, so they get 0 and we get 2. Perfect. Now we didn't build any new roosts, so we only get the 1 point. I feel like the Marquis will win if we only need to go to 10 points. Already at 7. 9. Oh, they can recruit where I have presence. I see. Or where I rule, I mean. Aha. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Remember, if you are ever unable to perform an action assigned to your decree, your flock will fall into turmoil. Alright, but I think we need to have a build thing. And I think the smartest choice is to have that as a bird icon. So I will do that. And then I want to escalate a little bit, so I want to add in another card. And that'll be a fox icon, then we will minimize here. I don't think having a fox icon in movement would be terrible. That would allow us, we can always move, right? I think it's kind of hard to end up not being able to move into a clearing of a suit. Especially if you always also have a joker, because you could do the joker first. and then set yourself up to move into a specific type of clearing after the fact, right? So adding this to the move track would be fine. Assigning a fox card to move may lead to turmoil since you have no warriors in clearings. What? But I'm supposed to move into it. I'm gonna go with my gut and say that this is fine. I might be wrong. So we're about to find out, I suppose. So I want to move from here to the fox clearing. Moving, let's say, the 3. That did not sound... Okay, so they also have to be done in order down here. That's kind of interesting. Oh, look at what it says here. It says move decree, move warriors from a matching clearing. So I had to move in here in order to satisfy my decree. I didn't even know. Aha. That's fine though. So then I want to always leave a warrior in here so that I can move from this clearing again in another turn. Aha. Good thing that I moved in there then, eh? Now I would really like to destroy this recruiter in here. So we will attack in this clearing. We need 2 hits. We didn't get it. So the recruiter will stay alive and we lost a warrior. Too bad. Then we need to build, and I want to build in that fox clearing so that we can recruit in here and keep moving from here. Good. Press continue to complete the turn. So they are 13 points now, but apparently that doesn't matter for this scenario. We just need to try to reach our 10. Alright. So adding to the decree this turn, what do we do? We could have a recruit in a fox clearing as well, comboing with our current fox roost. I don't hate that. Let's have a look at... There must be other fox clearings around, and there are, and we can easily get to those at this point. So I don't think that that's a bad idea, having a recruit in a fox clearing ongoing. That one was added above the bird icon. Huh. Well, anyway, I want to go for a... We could go another move, but I probably want another battle at some point. I know I'm escalating wildly here, but I think it's fine for now. So, again, and this is kind of interesting, here the bird icon is before the fox icon, and I wonder if I always have to do them in this order. So if I click in this clearing here, we will learn one of 2 things, and probably 2 things in general. First of all, I am hoping that when I click in the fox clearing, it spends the fox icon first. And then also, can I recruit twice in the same clearing? If I spend the bird icon first, I might go into turmoil if I can't recruit in the same clearing again. I think it's an interesting test to make. So first of all, it spent the fox icon just like I hoped, so that was perfect. That's one thing, so we don't have to do them from left to right down here. Best scenario case, and we could also recruit in the same clearing again, so there are absolutely no problems. Great. I think I want to spawn some units here. Good. Choose a clearing to march from. And we have some options. One of them has to be from a fox clearing, but we could also move into this fox clearing over here. We can move into this fox clearing over here from here. Lots of options. We need to do 2 battles this turn. That's not going to be a problem, so that's fine. We can attack here and here already. I think that we want... Let's see, these are the moves. We probably want to build in this clearing over here. So I know it's probably blasphemous entirely to me to leave a clearing fully behind, but I'm gonna do it here in order to get some proper dominance over here. And then another move, we are gonna just advance from this clearing down to this one. Here, I will leave one behind. Well, no, let's just go ham. They're not gonna be able to get to this clearing easily. Yeah, that's not true. They can move from here and come in here, then they rule this clearing and then come to this clearing. So maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, 2 battles this turn. I really want to try to destroy this recruiter. We got it. And they only deal 1 damage. Good, and that should also net us a victory point for destroying a building. Yes. And then there's, okay, so it zooms in here because there's literally only one option for my other action, and that is to attack in this clearing down here. That's fine. Oh, and nothing was gained, but they played the sappers, so they do get to get a kill on me, and that's fine. We had plenty of warriors. Then we want to build, and like I said before, we want to try to build in the fox clearing since we are using fox icons. And now we have 4 roosts, so we gain 3 victory points. We're still gaining 2 cards at the end of the turn. Okay, they're building a recruiter. Overwork. Alright. Now we have to add to the recruit decree again, and now I think it's getting hard. Moves, I think, are the easiest ones to do. If we added a bunny clearing to that, then we have bunny here, bunny there, bunny here, so we can definitely do that every turn. Because we also have a bird move, we can always move into a bunny clearing from another roost and then launch the bunny move. So that should be fine. I probably will not add another card right now. Well, you can probably not go wrong with adding a bird icon to the move tile. Like, how can that go wrong? You can always move from somewhere to somewhere else unless you literally have 0 warriors, right? Huh. I think I would be a terrible bird player because I'm going to be adding 2 cards to this big decree every turn and then enter turmoil when I exploded. But I think it's fun, so let's do it like this. We are recruiting in this clearing here to have some warriors in our fox clearings, and then we will add 2 warriors, I think, here where we are fighting. Now we need to do some moves. And one of them has to be from a bunny clearing. There are ways to go about that. We can either move from this one and over here. We could pull warriors from here and just go in here and then bounce down there. Wouldn't be terrible. It doesn't matter a whole lot, this scenario is about to end here, but just to demonstrate what I'm saying, is an easy way to spend the bunny move is just to bound through a bunny clearing like this. But there's no connection between these 2 clearings, I didn't know. But this is again an excellent example. We just move back, and this way we've spent 2 actions of our decree. So if we were having trouble spending our decree, you can just like move back and forth. You can always add stuff to the move decree, is my point. And we still have another move to deal with, so I am moving, what? Some warriors over here. 3. This is an excellent test. No, we are still ruling this clearing. Hold on. Can I check the other leaders? Lords of the Forest, will you rule any clearings where you are tied in presence? Oh, I thought that was specifically for that one leader, but the leader is the ability up here, so they always are tied in the clearing. That was not a mistake. That was my mistake then. So it was a mistake. No, this is fine then. Good to know. And we move from a fox clearing. I think we just take these 2 warriors down here. Now we are battling. We can battle in 3 different spots. I want to destroy the 2 warriors in here. And we got the 1 kill that we... Oh, we needed 2. Okay. Now the question becomes, could we attack in the same clearing again if we wanted? And the answer is yes, good. But let's just clear this guy down here from the clearing. Clear from a clearing. And we get the bigger die. Not that it matters in this scenario. Good. Getting that 1 kill. Also worth noting that we only have 4 birds in reserve right now, so we kind of want to do more battling if we can get away with it. If there was another turn, next turn I would want to add a card to the battle decree, I think. Because we have so many moves, we can always get the warriors out and then just throw them at the enemy. We will, like, that's a really important point. We will be able to eventually just overshadow the Marquis completely if we can keep the decree alive, because we will be recruiting as many times as we want and then moving in infinitely many times and then battling like 3 times, 4 times per turn and building 2 roosts when we get to that point. Like, you can really snowball with this faction. To the point where I feel like it's probably completely broken, but that's because I don't know the game that well yet. I'm sure that there are ways to counterplay this from the perspective of the other factions, right? Forcing the birds into turmoil, like we saw in the first turn here of this scenario. So this was the Eyrie faction. Tutorial complete. What is this? Now that you know the Marquis and Eyrie, would you like to play a practice game between them? No. But thank you for asking. And next up is going to be the Critters Unite, where we learn to play the Woodland Alliance. But again, we have reached the 30-minute mark, and I think that's an excellent episode length. So this was the 2nd episode of the tutorial series, and I suppose we will be making 1 episode per faction, which is perfect. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. This series will probably be coming out all in the same day as soon as I get them recorded. So yeah, see you soon, folks, and bye-bye.